Hey guys, so here's part 2 of my egg freezing journey. In this video, I'll be talking about what my journey looked like and what the experience was like for me. And if you guys want to see the previous video, I will link it somewhere here. That'll be the first video, and this is the second one in the series. And then I'll do a Q&A / all my learnings in the last video. Before we begin, I wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who left a really kind comment in the previous video or sent me some words of encouragement through DM. It really does mean a lot, and all of your words of encouragement do not go unnoticed, so I really appreciate it. Thank you. So in this video, I will be sharing what my journey looked like and how I felt throughout the process. But the most common question I usually get asked when I tell people I did this was, what was it like? Well, I'm hoping this video is your answer. You already saw in the previous video that we started off with a baseline appointment, and then we started tracking my ovulation, and then you saw day 1 of injections. Well, here's what the rest of it looked like. Here we go, day 2 of injections. We got this. Day 2 of injections. I'm slowly starting to get a hang of it. The first one is very easy compared to the second one. The second one has like a lot of different steps. You have to like get the liquid, put it in one vial, take it out, put it in another vial, and then like put the needle in and then inject. And then when you inject, it burns. So I've been putting ice on the area to kind of numb it, but you can still really feel it. But the ice does make a big difference, so it does help. If you guys are doing this, I would suggest to ice the area before you do it. But like I said, I just keep reminding myself, it's temporary, it's temporary, it's temporary. It's gonna be gone in like 20 seconds, it's gonna be gone in 19 seconds, or whatever it is, right? Just so that I'm not freaking myself out about it. As of today, I still feel like myself. I felt a little like soreness in my lower abdomen like late in the afternoon, but I was expecting that, so it wasn't, it was just like a little like, oop, I'm here, that's it. And it only lasted maybe 5 minutes, maybe even less. So hopefully it stays like this, but I do know it's probably gonna ramp up in the next few days. So let's see, I'll keep you guys posted. Good night. As you can see, the shots aren't particularly a walk in the park, nor am I an expert. I probably did a few things wrong, so definitely consult with your nurse or doctor on the best way to go about it. But I will say that icing the area really did help me out a lot. After a few days on the injections, I noticed that I started to get really tired very easily throughout the day. I think it's because my body is working a lot harder to produce way more eggs than I usually do. So I didn't really have very much energy to do anything else. You're also not allowed to do any rigorous exercises, not that I had the energy to do it anyway. I was napping a lot and sleeping for a big chunk of the day, so I didn't really have energy to do much else. Another thing I wasn't expecting but definitely noticed was how thirsty I was. During the 2 weeks that I was doing these shots, I was constantly craving so much water, and I think that with being tired was just my body hyper-producing and really working a lot harder to produce all these eggs that, I don't know, it was just telling me that it needed a lot more water. Day 4, let's go prep the meds and get this done. Oh, okay. Yesterday somehow hurt a little more, I think because I put the ice a little bit longer. It hurts a little less today, or maybe I'm just starting to get used to the pain. Either way, I'm here for it. All right, see you guys tomorrow. At around day 3 or 4, I also had a really strong but short pang of nausea. So I've never felt that kind of nausea before. I've had nausea when being in a moving vehicle or on a boat, but this one felt like it came out of nowhere, and it was also very strong but very short-lived. It only lasted around 5 to 10 minutes, maybe definitely not 10 minutes. But I had to sit down and just keep taking deep breaths, and I drank a lot of water, and it went away and I never felt it again. I don't know if that was my body just adjusting to all these hormones, but after that one time, I never felt it again.
Here we go, day 6 of checkups. Let's hope everything's good down there.
Float on the beat like butterfly. What could I say that Ali ain't said? 10 toes down on the ground, painted red, in the streets filled with lead. I thank God for my bed. Look, tell them these notes here give us hope. And if you ask the people in the pews, it's the antidote. I wipe my worries in a prayer, then I let it go. Gather my vegetables, you know how the record go. I know them niggas sang a song and tore down Jericho. Just that Mary had a baby in a carriage float, born of the water and light. That's the thing alone that made the spirit ignited the sound while the blessings bring it down. Like,
I know that if you knew me, you'd say he came so far. I know I still have far to go.
Quick update, we are definitely bloated. Look at that little situation happening there, but it's all part of the process. All right. Another thing my friends tried to prepare me for were the emotions that come with the hormones. And if I'm being honest, I had maybe 1 or 2 moments to myself where I would be injecting myself, or I would be feeling the nausea, or just being so tired. And in those moments where you don't feel like your best self, I started to question if I still wanted to do this, if it was worth it, am I making the right decision? I just had to keep reminding myself that I'm doing this for myself, I'm doing this for my future, and all of this discomfort would be worth it in the end, or at least I would just have to hope that it would be. Okay, I'm getting emotional thinking about this next part, just give me a second. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting emotional thinking about this part, but I'm obviously not a mother, nor do I know what that experience looks or feels like, but I do feel like I had some moments where certain maternal instincts would kick in, and now looking back on it, I feel like it's a little bit funny, but there was one time when I was on the train heading back home, and I had been walking all day, and I was standing in the train, and then I felt a really sharp pain in my lower right abdomen where I feel like my right ovary is, and I couldn't obviously go anywhere because the train was moving. I couldn't sit down because the entire train was full, and I could just feel this sharp pain, and I felt really helpless. So the only thing I could do was to internally talk to myself and to my eggs as if they were my future kids, and I was just like, guys, please hold on, like hang on, we got this, I'm just tired, just like wait a few more minutes, I'm gonna get home and we'll lie down and we'll be okay. And I was just worried that I had done something to jeopardize the health of these eggs, right? They're not even embryos yet, they're just eggs, but then I just felt really worried and helpless in the moment. Also, times when you're doing your ultrasound and they're showing you all of the follicles, and you're looking up at it, and obviously it's just a follicle, like it's not an embryo yet, but you're looking at it and you're just like, oh my gosh, guys, like you're in there, we got this. Sorry.
it's just amazing what your body can do, right? I don't know why. Hold on. Anyway, I don't know why I'm being so emotional right now. Maybe there's still some remnants of the hormones left over, and this is when I start feeling it. Today is my ultrasound, but the time of the ultrasound is also the same time as my morning shot. So all the rooms are full. The only choice I have is to do the injections here in the bathroom, but I'm gonna wipe everything down with alcohol swabs and yeah, just get it done. Ultrasound and blood test are done today. I was told that we need to do another one on Sunday, so I'm gonna go in and just check to see if everything is growing congruently. If they are, then hopefully the horizon is in sight and it's just a few more days. Anyway, fast forward to the day of harvesting. And you show up there, you have a schedule where you go in. I really liked the process because it was so quick and easy. And it actually felt like a day at the spa or the dermatologist because they brought me in, I got dressed in my hospital gown, they sat me in this chair, and it turns out it was a massage chair. And it was just little details like that that make you feel a little more relaxed and less nervous about the entire process. I really liked that everyone in the clinic explained everything to me. They made sure that I understood what to expect before and after the procedure. I walked myself into the OR, went to sleep, I woke up, and the nurse and the doctor checked on me, and then they told me how many eggs I was able to harvest. And then they send you home with these little cute chocolate boxes and they tell you what your aftercare should be. And I was a little bloated for about 3 or 4 days after the procedure, but I was also openly communicating with the clinic because I knew that I had an international flight to leave the country about a week after the procedure. So we were closely monitoring everything, but after a while, everything looked great. My doctor signed me off. All right, surgery is done. I don't have any pain at all. I'm just really groggy and sleepy, so I'm gonna take a nap. I have a hot compress on my belly. It just feels like you have very light stomach cramps from when you get your period as of right now. So hopefully the Tylenol kicks in soon, and I'm gonna catch you guys maybe tomorrow. Good night. And it's been a few weeks and now I feel like I'm back to normal. For me, there was a little bit of bleeding and spotting after the procedure, which my doctor said was normal. But after that, I feel like I'm back to my normal self. I'm working out again, I'm traveling again. And yeah, all in all, it just felt like a really quick 2-week procedure. And now I'm glad I did it. I think I pretty much covered what my entire journey looked like in the 2 weeks up until harvesting. If I missed anything and you want to know something specific, let me know in the comment section so that I can answer that, as well as everything else in the next video coming up. I know a lot of you guys are also asking for how much the procedure was. I can't remember off the top of my head, so I will look back on all of my receipts to make sure that I give you guys a correct estimate. Obviously, every clinic and every country will have different prices, but just to give you guys an idea of the range of what that will look like, I will answer all of that in the next video. If you guys found this video useful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you have questions that you want answered in the next video, let me know in the comment section so I know to answer them. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!